Hi everyone, it's Cameron, and this is just a little introduction to some proctored exam alternatives for summer classes. The summer classes will need to have what we're calling a proctored event, and so it's not actually you there proctoring them taking a test. Actually, it's them doing an assignment in which they show you that it is the student that's on your roster doing the work. And so this is going to be either a video or a collaborate session. And it needs to count at least 25% of the grade in the class, enough so that if the student does not complete the proctored event and demonstrate that it is the actual student doing the work, demonstrating understanding of the competencies in the class, that they cannot pass the class. And so this pre-training document that you read has some different ideas for how to approach the proctored event, what types of assignments to create. The main concern on your side when you set this up ought to be the grading. And so there are lots of easy assignments that you could give to students for reacting to topics in the class, explaining topics in the class, demonstrating topics in the class. But you need to have a very clear rubric for how you're going to approach the grading. Because if you have them all due at the end of the semester, which you don't have to, but a lot of people will, you want to be able to go through your checklist of what counted how many points and how many points does the student total based on the rubric that was established. And so consider what are the minimum and maximum lengths that the video can be. Does the student get deductions for reading? Does the student get deductions for grammar? How many sources does the student need to include? You know, how many points does the student need to cover? So lay out the rubric very clearly in advance to make it easier on yourself when it comes to the grading at the end. So the rest of this presentation is just going to show you some examples of previous student work and student assignments that have been done that count as proctored events. And so the easiest one is to have them post a video on YouTube and then put the link to that video either in a discussion board or a Dropbox. And so Mark has a session covering how to navigate YouTube and how to do that. Students are very familiar with it. It's very easy for them. A lot of students have YouTube accounts that they have large followings on, and so they don't want to use their personal accounts for schoolwork. So make sure that they are using their school YouTube account, the one that's associated with their smart web email address. Another technology that we have is Flipgrid. We have that through Microsoft. And this is a video discussion board. And students enjoy it. And so the example in here, in this lesson of the Flipgrid assignment, was one in which students had to participate every week. And total, at the end of the semester, it counted 25% of their grade. And it covered both the discussion board requirements and the proctored event requirements. And so each week they were responding to the reading assignment and then responding to other students and it was all in video format. And so that's an idea, instead of doing one big assignment at the end of the semester. There's also the Collaborate option, and Collaborate can do a lot of great things. You can record it, you can assign breakout sessions, you can have documents that are shared with those breakout sessions. And so Collaborate is a great tool. Not all students are going to have the Wi-Fi streaming capacity that they'll need to have their webcam on for a Collaborate session. And so if you do assign Collaborate as the proctored event, be sure to have an alternative, such as students videoing themselves, videoing somebody else asking them questions, or something that they can submit to YouTube and send you the link in case they don't have Wi-Fi that's capable of participating in a video chat. Right? They are all expected to be able to submit a video, and so there shouldn't be any need for an alternative to the YouTube assignment. That should work for all students. Flipgrid, I've never had any students have trouble with. The last example on here is for Pathbright, a portfolio site, and they can embed a video of themselves into that, show a collection of their work, explain what this collection represents, and their final video in that piece. And I've never had students had trouble with that technology either. So the rest of this presentation just has ideas of assignments, just like this pre-training reading does. And so if you have questions about any of it, how to approach the setup of the assignment, or whether something may or may not work, feel free to get in touch with me or Mark or Ashley, and we'll be glad to help out. Thanks.